Hi Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Now this is going to be your August 2019 love reading. This reading is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising Mars and Venus. And if you are interested in a personal reading, and all my information will be in the description box below. Hope all is well with you, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your reading. So the first card we have for your past, Sagittarius, we have the Justice card, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay, I feel for some of you, you may have been married to somebody, not all of you, but you may have been married to somebody. And for some of you, this situation may have ended in divorce for some of you, not for all of you. For others of you, you may have got into a relationship with somebody that felt like, this relationship felt like a marriage. It could be, it could have been with a Libra individual, or you could have a Libra rising for some of you. But there was some sort of, I feel, some sort of court appearance that may have occurred. And for some of you, you may have felt that you didn't gain a sense of justice within this connection with this person. Maybe you may have felt that this person had wronged you in some way, but there was some sort of, with this individual, some sort of lack, feeling some sort of lack is what I'm getting here. And the reason why I say that is because we have Four of Pentacles, okay? So with Four of Pentacles, as you can see, the man is holding on to the pentacles very tightly and he's smiling, all right? Making sense to me now. I feel like for some of you, you may have been in a relationship with someone, or you could have had these energies yourself, Sagittarius, whereby you felt a level of injustice in a relationship. You may have felt as though the person that you were with, whether this is a Capricorn for me or a Libra, this individual may have not been putting into the connection as much as you were putting into the connection. Maybe this person may have been hiding money from you, is what I'm getting. But I feel a sense of some sort of injustice. You felt that you were wronged in some way. You may have, like I mentioned before, for some of you felt that you were investing more into this connection than this person was. And for some of you, you may have tried to be, you may have tried to compromise with this person, is what I'm getting, but this person still didn't change their way of being, okay? And for some of you, it's almost like this person was aware that you were putting in more effort and energy into the connection. I mean, this could be vice versa. This could have been your energy at the time in the past. But this person, if it was the other person, it's almost like they wanted you to continue to give. And I feel like for some of you, you did, because you wanted things to be harmonious and peaceful, is what I'm getting. Some of you may have Libra strongly in your chart. And I feel that you may have felt that there was a sense of injustice within this connection. For some of you, you may have been married to this individual, and there was some sort of payout that they were supposed to give you, but they refused to give it to you. That could be for some of you. And for some of you, it could have actually been a situation where there was some sort of payout that was, supposed to be given to you, but because this person refused to give it to you, or acted as though they didn't have enough, or acted as though they didn't have anything at all, you decided to take them to court, is what I'm getting, to gain your justice. But I feel for some of you strongly, you were in a connection with someone whereby they were not emotionally, even mentally for some of you, and financially giving, which left you feel imbalanced in this connection. You didn't feel balanced. You felt as though you were on your own, and you felt as though this person just wouldn't give anything, is what I'm getting. But I feel like you did try to keep things harmonious with this person. You tried to communicate with this person. You tried to understand, why they may be acting in the way they were acting, because you just wanted, a harmonious connection with this person. But it was almost like trying to get water out of a stone with this individual, is what I'm getting. So that must have been a very you know, confusing time for you, Sagittarius, if you was involved with this individual, or a confusing time for the other person if they felt you were acting in that way. Now let's see what's happening in the present moment for you, Sagittarius. We have 9 of Swords. This is your energy. So for some of you, you're still involved with this individual, this Libra individual. And I feel like I mentioned before, some of you are still in this relationship with this individual and you want to keep things harmonious, you want to keep things balanced, but it's causing a lot of stress and burden is what I'm getting here, right? It's making you, I feel like for some of you, you're trying to overanalyze. What did I do wrong? If I act this way, then maybe the person will do this. Or it's like you're trying to figure out what you should do. And I feel like, you know, from looking at the first card, I feel like you've done all you can possibly do. You know, you've been, you compromised yourself within the situation in the past. And for some of you, you may still be trying to compromise with this person. You're being compassionate, you're being understanding, you're being, I feel, you're trying to be, you're trying to remain balanced throughout this whole situation with this person. It's what I'm getting. And to me, it's almost like for some of you, you're putting this person's thoughts and feelings first before your own, is what I'm getting here. Okay? I mean, take what resonates. This could be your energy, or it could be the other. I feel strongly it's the other person's. But in terms of how you're doing now, whenever you listen to this, this is saying you are in the energies of the 9 of Swords. You're overburdened. You are stressed. You know, you may be having sleepless nights. Some of you may be crying yourself to sleep because of the situation with this person. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that owes you money, a partner or an ex-partner that owes you money, I feel like it's causing you a lot of anxiety and stress and burden, because there's a lot of overthinking about this individual, about the situation. I feel strongly that some of you are, you know, some of you may feel as though you can't leave your room, is what I'm getting here. And some of you may not want to show other people how the situation is affecting you, or you may not have told anyone how the situation is affecting you. And if that's the case, Sagittarius, okay, I feel like you need to speak to somebody that you trust, okay? Don't keep your thoughts and feelings and fears to yourself, you know, because this card here with the 9 of Swords indicates to me that you are really going through it. You're really stressing out about this individual and their behavior towards you. All right. So let's take a look, excuse me, at how this person and what this person is thinking and feeling in the present moment. What are they doing? How is this affecting them? What is this person doing now in the present moment? What is this person for Sagittarius doing now? I'm thinking and feeling. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. So this indicates to me, Sagittarius, that there's some sort of apology that this person wants to, you know, offer you, is what I'm getting. So you could be dealing with a water sign individual, or you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio Libra cusp for some of you. But I feel like this person may feel and understand that they've hurt you tremendously, and they may know that they've, you know, upset you in a way whereby it's caused you to be stressed. You may have voiced this to this other person. For some of you, I feel like you may be the one to want to offer this person your cup of love. You may be the one to want to resurrect the situation. I feel like going back to the Justice card and the 4 of Pentacles, for some of you, you could have been in a marriage and the marriage has ended. And it may have led to some sort of no contact, or some of you could have been in a relationship that was like a marriage and it ended, and there's some sort of no contact here for some of you. I'm speaking to about 3 different groups, and I feel like in the now you're still going through that heartbreak and pain of separating from this person, and you may want to resurrect this situation with this person. For others of you, I feel like you are stressed about the situation and this individual, and this person may want to come in and, you know, extend their offer and maybe apologize. It's almost like they get this sense of, you know, I'm getting a sense that maybe people that you may both know may have told this person, look, this is what you do to Sagittarius, this is how Sagittarius is feeling because of what you've done. And this person feels guilty and they almost want to, you know, apologize in a way about, you know, for what they put you through is what I'm getting. But there's some sort of, you know, I feel this person may want to come in with an apology and come in with an offer of love is what I'm getting. If for others of you, you may be the one that may want to resurrect the situation is what I'm getting. Now let's take a look at what could be in store for you in the near future. Okay, so we have the Moon card. All right, with the Moon card, it indicates that in the near future could be tomorrow or, you know, whenever you listen to this, I feel like there's still going to be some sort of sadness around the situation and a sense of fear. I feel some of you that I'm speaking to are single now. You're not with this person anymore. And some of you could be at a crossroads thinking to yourself, do I go back to this person or do I go on a new path? Some of you may have other, you know, love interests that are interested in you. But I feel strongly that this situation that you are still entangled in, I feel for some of you, is still pulling on your heartstrings and it's still having an effect on you. And I feel like if you're still grieving over a past partner, then it's best to, you know, some people, you know, go into different relationships to try and heal. But I feel like when people do that, and, you know, each their own, but I feel sometimes it's best to have that space on your own to get to know yourself. Because what happens is that you could bring in that old energy that you didn't release from the old relationship into a new partnership. And especially if you haven't gotten over someone as well, then you could begin to compare the new partner with the old partner, and that's not really fair on the new person. It's just best, you know, to, I feel, in the ideal world, we all know how the world moves very fast, but, you know, I feel for some of you, you may have like a potential love interest that you could have your eye on, but you're still drawn and your heart is still attached to this ex-partner. And I feel like you're at some sort of crossroads because, you know, you may enjoy the attention, I feel, from this new person or these people that are interested in you, but you're still thinking at night about this old partner is what I'm getting. Okay, and you're at some sort of crossroads. I feel like, you know, we have a new moon in Leo, right? Oh, this dropped. Sorry if that scared you, because it scared me. We have a new moon in Leo, and I feel like around the new moon is going to be a very pitiful moment for you, Sagittarius, because Leo and Sagittarius they're cousins, right? And Leo is a sign of action, of positivity, and new moons are, you know, the time when we have to manifest out about what we want to come into our life, what we want to bring into fruition. So I feel like, you know, on the new moon or around the new moon, and I believe the new moon's on the 1st of August, depending on which part of the country you are, or on the 2nd of August, get out some paper and pens or a pen and manifest. Think about what you want to manifest into your life. Feel that it will happen and visualize it, okay? I feel for some of you strongly that the new moon's going to be a very important time for you. Maybe the new moon may be a time whereby you manifest in a new partner, all right? Of how you would like a new partner to be, of how you would like a new partner to treat you. We have the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So this indicates to me that in the near future, you know, you may decide to be single. You may decide to, you know, work on yourself. You know, focus on your pentacles, focus on your surroundings, focus on things that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel beautiful, or that make you feel handsome. And maybe when you was with this individual, they didn't make you feel that way, Sagittarius, is what I'm getting. And now that you may be away from this person, I feel you're going to be working on yourself to build yourself up, is what I'm getting. Because in the past, you may have felt that all I was doing was giving and giving and giving. Now I can give to myself and it's making me actually feel good. So I feel like you will be raising your vibrations, Okay, I feel like the new moon in Leo is going to be very important for you. I feel like, you know, new moons are all about manifesting in, but for some of you, you'll be manifesting out. You'll be releasing, you know, someone or something that you no longer want anymore. It could be around some sort of Scorpio full moon that we may have as well. That's just a random one that just came to me. We have Two of Swords as well in the reverse. So this indicates to me that in the near future, Sagittarius, I feel like you won't have that sort of stuck feeling that you may be feeling now as you listen to this. Because I feel like some of you may feel like you're at a crossroads. Do I go back to this person? Because I do feel like this person's going to come in with an apology, because they're going to feel a sense of regret, or they would have realized how much their actions have affected you, because beforehand to them it may have been a game or some sort of power trip, but when they see the extent, or when they hear of the extent of how much it, you know, their actions had affected you or is still affecting you, that's when they're going to feel guilty, is what I'm feeling for some of you. And with the Two of Swords in the reverse, this indicates to me that, you know, some of you may decide to, you know, not be in that stuck energy again, is what I'm getting, especially from this card. And then we have the Three of Swords in the reverse, which indicates to me that the heartbreak and pain that you were experiencing, I specifically feel strongly, some of you are dealing with a Libra individual. It could, yeah, a Libra individual. It could be a Gemini, or it could be a Aquarius, but I feel strong Libra here. I feel like you will be getting over this heartbreak, this pain, this disappointment comes to mind with the situation and from this person, because you're going to be focusing on you. What made you feel so upset, and what can make anyone feel upset, with all human beings, is when we focus on something that has upset us. And when we focus on that thing, we make that thing bigger, right? And, you know, sometimes when we focus on a situation, we try and analyze it, like, maybe if I done this, and, you know, and they said that to me, and we replay it in our mind. But the thing is, by replaying that, or whatever the person said in our mind, it hurts us even more. It doesn't make things better. What we need to try and do, and what I feel that you are trying to do, Sagittarius, is shift the focus from what didn't work out to what can work out. And this is why you're going to be in the energies of the Nine of Pentacles, right? Overcoming that heartbreak. So if some of you are thinking, am I ever going to come out of this pain? Am I ever going to overcome this hell that I'm enduring? Yes, you are. Three of Swords, right? And then we have the Seven of Cups. So it's going to be an end of confusion, an end of thinking to yourself, what did I do wrong? And, you know, maybe if I acted that way, then they wouldn't have done this. And nah, you didn't do anything. I mean, we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. But from what I'm picking up here, I feel like maybe you were giving a little bit too much than what someone was giving back to you, right? And I feel like it's going to be an end to maybe... another thing's come to me with that Seven of Cups, but it's going to be an end to, you know, self-blame for some of you, because you are good enough. I heard you. You are good enough. You're beautiful. And, you know, sometimes we can't, in life in general, we can't control someone's way of being, or, you know, what we can do is control how we act. And sometimes it's a mind... It boggles the mind, because we think to ourselves at times, and I feel some of you are thinking this, I was so giving to them, I was so kind, I was authentic, and I thought that was enough for them to be that way with me. People are on different paths in their life, you know, and as I mentioned before, sometimes we cannot control another person. We can only control ourselves. And just because another person chooses subconsciously not to treat us in the way that we deserve, doesn't mean we have to treat ourselves that way. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel like in the near future, especially with Neptune having gone retrograde, you would maybe see the situation for what it is. Neptune is a planet of dreams, illusions, fantasies, okay, and magic. Neptune is my magic card, right? And it's the planet has gone retrograde, and sometimes when the planet was direct, you know, we found ourselves in situations, whether that's jobs or relationships, and not all relationships, right? But some relationships were started when Neptune was direct, and those relationships represented, you know, had that sort of fantasy like element to it. We may have thought we met our soulmate. Some of us did actually meet our soulmate. Some of us even met our life partners, but some of us met, you know, partners that weren't going to be here for a long time, right? And I feel like with the planet going retrograde, and it's still in the retrograde now, you know, and even when it comes out of the retrograde, it will still be in its shadow periods, if my memory serves me correctly. But I feel like whilst it's in retrograde, you see, even fell, you will have that sense of, I see the situation for what it was. I don't blame myself anymore. I done the best thing that I could do. I see the person for who they were. They done the best that they could do at the time. They only loved me in the way that they knew how to love me, right? Because Neptune is a planet that can make us look at situations and people through rose-colored glasses. I said it all the time, and I've said it all the time, quite a lot of times this month actually anyway, on the channel. And now that it's in retrograde, you may view, I feel, yourself and the situation for what, you know, what it really was. And not to say that you didn't have any good times with this person, but I feel like in a sense of self-blame and thinking that, oh, I could have done this better. Or no, you see that you done the best you could do with the tools that you had, and as this did the other person. So let's move on to what will influence you in the month of August. Okay, what will influence you in the month of August? We have the 9 of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be feeling very abundant in the month of August. Some of you could be, you know, focusing on other areas of your life that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. Okay, again, I feel like you will have a lot of options that will be surrounding you. You will be turning a lot of heads in the month of August. Like I said, Sagittarius and Leo are cousins, right? And you are a fire sign. So during this period, this Leo season, it will, you know, this season, this energy, this Leo energy that we are all that we will all experience, it will help you also. All right, it would enhance your life also, because I do see you feeling very emotionally fulfilled and emotionally abundant. And I do feel, looking at this card, that you will have a lot of offers. Some of you may decide to go out and date. So what will influence you this month is to go out and enjoy yourself. Maybe you haven't done that in a long time because of, you know, thoughts and feelings about the situation, and maybe feeling guilty for moving on or trying to enjoy your life is what I'm getting. Okay. And we also have 4 of Cups. What will influence you in the month of August, I feel, is not to extend yourself. Maybe this indicates not to reach out, and I don't like to tell people what they should and shouldn't do, but what will influence the situation, I feel more so with this 4 of Cups card, is that you may not be open to this offer from this individual again. That's for some of you, because I do feel that this person's going to be coming back, and what will influence the situation to make them come back for some of you is that you will be focusing on other areas of your life and maybe socializing with others that you haven't necessarily socialized with before, is what I'm getting. But I feel like by you focusing on yourself and focusing on maybe spending time with your sisters, your brothers, your friends, you know, your projects, etc., you know, meeting new people, that is going to make there become a shift, I feel. And not just pretending that you're focusing on other things, because I feel some of you may want to go back to this person, but I feel like in the now, as I speak, there's some sort of separation between yourself and this person. I feel that by keeping busy, it's going to influence the situation. And we have 6 of Swords. So this also indicates to me what will influence the situation is by you continuing to heal, continuing to focus on yourself. Because as you can see with this card, there's a man by himself with 6 swords. Okay, so maybe for some of you, what can heal the connection with yourself and this air sign individual is to focus on yourself, is to continue to love yourself. You know, not to be as open as you were maybe in the past is what I'm getting. Because there's still some sort of healing that you need to do, and maybe going back too soon may, you know, throw a spanner in the works on you having that emotional fulfillment that you will be enjoying, right? What will influence the situation? We have the Five of Swords, okay? So maybe for some of you, what will, by you being happy, okay, and by you focusing on yourself, I feel may make this individual, because we have this air sign card again, this individual may decide, you know, this person may go back to their old tricks. Because it's almost like for some of you, this person likes it when you are the one that is always trying to fix things. So I get the sense of you're the damned if you do and you're damned if you don't with this individual. Because I feel like if you do focus on yourself with this person's going to become, I'm feeling like, you know, like a baby in a pushchair, and they want attention, so they may throw something out of the buggy, like a teddy bear, to get your attention or something like this. So this person may be sneaky. They may disappear. Okay, you're not taking my offer, you're not taking my calls, okay, you're not going to hear from me. When you want to speak to me, I'm not going to be available. So this is just a heads up. I feel that when you're in the energies of being happy and enjoying yourself and focusing on yourself in other areas of your life, this may make this person want your attention, is what I'm getting. So they may do things like disappear, not answer your calls, not putting it out there, but this is what I feel. And they may want your attention. They want you to keep guessing. Because in a sense, they are apologetic for how they made you feel, but it gave them a sense of, that means that Sagittarius really loves me, because they were crying about me and, you know, they were overthinking, you know. So some of you may have told this person what they've put you through in great detail, which is going to make this person like it, is what I'm getting. And because they're going to, or they may feel, you know, that you, because with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel that you will focus on yourself, be enjoying your life without them for some of you, and gaining new attention and new admirers and enjoying that. This person may not like that, and they may want to get your attention again. This will influence them to want to gain that attention again. What will influence the situation for you to continue to love yourself, and for you to love yourself, because I feel some of you are on that journey, is to continue to heal and continue to work on yourself. What will influence the situation is gaining clarity about the situation. Trying to gain clarity about, you know, what do I want? Because I feel some of you are single and you're at some sort of crossroads. Or some of you are in separation with this person. Or some of you are even still with this person, but you may not live with this person, right? And you may feel, now what will influence the situation is gaining clarity about what is it that I actually want. Do I want to be in a situation again in 2020 with this person where I'm always giving and they're always taking? And when I try to explain things to them, they say they're going to change and they do the same thing again and we're back at square one? Or do I go out there and meet new people that I may connect with that may be as compassionate and as caring as myself, and not so selfish and self-centered, is what I'm getting. So gaining clarity, to me, with this card, it also indicates, you know, focusing on your heart. Mind over heart is what comes to mind. Yes, you may know that you love this person, but this is saying, you know, focus on what you're, you know, and I wouldn't say mirror this person, because I feel like this person may be at some sort of low vibration for some of you. And I feel more so this is saying focus on the things that you want, as well as manifest in what you want also. Okay, so what will influence the situation is if you focus on what you want, as well as manifest the outcome of how you would like things to be. So you may use a lot of mental power. This will influence the situation. is what I'm getting. So manifestation will play a huge part for you, I feel, in the month of August. Let's see what will be an obstacle, what could be an obstacle for you in the month of August. We got the King of Wands. This is the Leo card. Queen of Swords. Some of you are definitely dealing with an air sign individual. What will be an obstacle for some of you is if this person presents, you know, I feel you and this person may have that sort of on and off again. We break up, we make up, we have make-up sex is what I'm getting for some of you, right? And what could be an obstacle for some of you is if the issues of the connection is glossed over and your focus is purely on the physical. That could be an obstacle, right? Because you can still find yourself feeling as though this person is blocking you out emotionally, is what I'm getting. So maybe being blinded by the passionate side of the connection for some of you. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we got 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are married to this individual, is what I'm getting. What could be an obstacle also is family. You know, this could be a wife for some of you or a girlfriend is what I'm getting. And maybe your family is fond of this individual. And some of you don't want to tell your family because you may feel like, oh, you know, for some of you, they're not going to believe me. For others of you, I feel more so you may be very close to their side of the family. And you may not want to expose this person to their side of the family, right? You may be close to one of their parents and you may not want to expose this person's behavior. So this could be an obstacle. So maybe I feel if you don't feel comfortable speaking to their side of the family, maybe speak to someone from your side of the family. For others of you, there could be some sort of family member that could be, you know, a mother figure, I feel, that could be causing, because I'm speaking to different groups of you here, that could be an obstacle for you in the month of August. Okay, what could be an obstacle? We have King of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, okay? What could be an obstacle for you? For some of you, this King of Pentacles could be your husband or your partner, long-term partner. What could be an obstacle is if this person, you know, presents to you money in a sort of bargaining chip. Like, okay, I'll give you money if you know, if you just give me another chance or something along them lines. But we got King of Rods, who's very passionate, King of Pentacles, who's very stable. So this person could try and offer you something sexual and stable, but at the same time, they may still have their ways about them. You know, they may offer you this. Remember, with Neptune as well, could be in a shadow period, waiting to go direct. They could offer you something appealing. I'll look after you. I'll look after us. We can build together. You know, come to bed eyes, you know, looking at you and, you know, being seductive. But then you may go back and then they're maybe in this energy again. Detached, cold, aloof. You know, just logical, not really feeling is what I'm getting. It could be, like I said, someone that you're married to. It could be a long-term partner, someone that you was with for 10 years, or someone that you felt like you was with for a long time, maybe even 10 months or 10 weeks for some of you. Or maybe family could be, you know, an obstacle for some of you. Okay, let's see what could be an obstacle. We have Queen of Pentacles. So for you men, you could be dealing with a Taurus female, or it could be a Virgo or Capricorn, but this is my Taurus card. For some of you, this person may lure you in with the with money, try to lure you in with money, because in the past, I feel some of them, you know, kept money from you or didn't invest in the way they should have invested in the connection. And what could potentially be the obstacle here is that they may present to you again that they're going to invest this time. You know, you could be dealing with someone that is quite feminine, even if it's a male, I'm speaking to my females here, they could be a male, but they could have a lot of feminine qualities. They know, it's like they've worked women out. So they know how to, they've worked women out, and they know how to enhance their femininity. Because we all have masculine and feminine qualities, and I feel like this person has nailed it to the T of how to work out, of how to get to a woman's heart. They could have a sister, right? What could be an obstacle is their sister for some of you, yeah? All right, looking at the Ten of Pentacles, I did mention a family member. Their sister, I feel, for some of you, could be, you know, may have schooled this person. Okay, this is how women think. This is what women want. You know, let her beg you for more. This is how, you know, something along them lines. They may have a sister or a mother, I feel strongly a sister, that's in their ear and that's schooling them on how they should act with women. But it's backfired tremendously because it's caused hindrance within your connection with this person, right? So maybe it could be the sister that's telling them that they need to be very sensual and sexual and passionate with you and offer you stability, even though this person may feel and know deep down that they can't. If it's a woman you're dealing with, then this woman, you know, she could be her own boss, or she could have her own, you know, she could make a lot of money. So this person could try and buy your affections if you're a male listening to this. But at the same time, and she could be very sexual towards you, you know, and, you know, she could be in her masculine energies of like, I'll take care of you, darling. You don't need to do anything. Like, I don't know. I'm getting that sort of energy, guys, right? But deep down, she could be like that. And it just could be a ploy just to get you in and just to get you with it where she wants you, is what I'm getting. Because look here, what could be an obstacle is Seven of Swords. So maybe if you give in too soon, then this person, you're definitely dealing with an air sign or an earth sign, right? Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp as well. This person would be in the energies of the Seven of Swords. This is what would be the obstacle. And this is what I feel may cause you that pain and anguish again. Because it will be like, aha, I got you where I wanted you. You're not going anywhere. It's what I'm getting. So this person is will still be up to their sneaky ways of, you know, not investing emotionally, spiritually, and then they may get what they want and go again. That's going to be an obstacle for you if that does happen. So my thing is to continue to love yourself and work on yourself, okay? Let's see what else we've got. What's going to be the outcome for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus for August 2019? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which has come out sideways. This speaks to me of, for some of you that are dealing with this earth sign individual, you may not want to close the door entirely on this individual, but you may not want to go back as yet. So some of you, I feel, will want to take things slow because you would realize that there's some work that this person needs to do on themselves. I don't want to be with you, but I don't want to not want to have you in my life is what I'm getting. So you may still be on friendly terms with this person, but you may not be ready yet to have a new opportunity with this person. So I feel this is both your energies. Things may not go into full fruition as opposed to being over, you know, indefinitely, but I don't feel like this is a coming together card for me. I feel like it's a feeling out the waters type of card. We have the Strength card, so you'll be standing in your power. You'll be controlling, I feel, yourself and this person, well, more you will be controlling your emotions. Yes, this person's going to try to entice you this month for some of you. And for some of you that are single, I don't feel like you may want to jump into a new connection with anyone yet. Yes, you may date people, you may go out with people and get to know new people, but there's a sense that you'll be trying to control yourself. A Leo individual could be of importance to you also. We have the Strength card here. So a Leo individual could be of importance to you. So maybe yourself, and you may find refuge with this Leo individual. But this is like the Leo energy card for me, especially because we're in Leo season. But you may see this, you may feel like this Leo individual is very warm. Some of you may have a Leo friend, right? Or a Leo mother or sister, and you may be spending a lot of time with this Leo individual. But I feel like this is going to be your energy also with the Strength card, trying to remain strong. Some of you may try to tame this individual, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign or a, even a earth sign or an air sign. Some of you may try to tame this playboy or playgirl is what I'm getting. Finding it a challenge, but still maintaining your strength. Still maintaining your strength on yourself and putting yourself first as well with the strength card. We have the Hierophant. Some of you, I feel, will still remain in this marriage and still want commitment with this person, but realize that there's work that needs to be done. This person will still want commitment with you as well. I feel some of you are dealing with a Gemini with these two boys here. Could be dealing with a Gemini with a Taurus moon is what I'm getting. Or a Gemini Taurus cusp. But I feel that, some of you may still want to hold on to this relationship. And I feel that some of you, this person is still going to want to hold on to you. They see you as a nurturer. They see you as, we've explored this person in the reading, right? But I was speaking about 3 different people, or it could be the same person. But this person, for some of you, sees you as a person that they feel at home with. But it's a funny way they show it, We also have 5 of Pentacles, which indicates to me that, there's going to be some sort of feeling left out in the cold from either yourself or this other person, is what I'm getting. Again, if it's going to be from you, you'll get that sense of not being able to transform the relationship in the way you want it to go in. Again, I say the focus, whenever something like that happens, bring the focus back onto yourself is what I'm getting. Because there'll be a sense of, I'm trying to control the situation. It could either come from yourself, Sagittarius, because some of you could be Sagittarius, Capricorn, cusp, or this other person could feel as though they are unable to transform the relationship because your main focus could be on yourself. And they're so used to things being the way that they used to be that they will end up feeling left out in the cold. Because you would have grown stronger is what I'm getting. You would have had that commitment with yourself first and foremostly. For some of you, I just got a sense of this person's going to want to beg and plead for you to come back is what I'm getting. And you are going to be the one in power. And I feel like you will be in power with the Strength card. They're going to want to beg and plead. And it's almost a begging and pleading of you making them feel good, because I feel like this is all connected to you making them feel good. When you were the one giving all the time, it made them feel good. Now that you've taken back your power, it's almost like this person cannot cope. So they'll be pleading. They rely on you a lot with the Strength card. I'm looking at the lion with his head in the woman's bosom. They rely on you. You give them some sort of supply. Some of you, I don't want to say it, but some of you could be dealing with someone that is very narcissistic. And they rely on your supply because you're very warm and nurturing. And when you've taken that away, they will feel left out in the cold is what I'm getting. For others of you, I feel like you may feel as though a relationship cannot transform yet because this person is letting you feel left out in the cold. We have 2 of Rods. This is you. This is your energy. I feel that some of you may want to travel. I feel that some of you may want your distance from this person, or there may be some sort of distance between yourself and this person. Others of you could put off with dating and meeting new people for a while. I feel some of you may ignore, especially if you're internet dating, you may ignore new love interests because your focus could still be on this individual. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is your card as well. This is my Jupiter card, and Jupiter will be going direct on the 12th of August, right? And Jupiter is in your sign, Sagittarius. So Jupiter is in your first house. Please check out my Jupiter video, which is on the channel. So Jupiter, especially if it is in your first house, it will enhance and make you focus on, your self-worth. Maybe some of you may have changed jobs. Maybe some of you may have decided to, embark on new relationships, decided to do new courses, to travel, to learn new languages, right? It's about the self. Your focus is on yourself. And I feel especially with Jupiter, going back to forward movement is in its shadows, your focus will be on yourself again. When it has been in retrograde, things that you focused on, things such as your job, your career, your, you know, your self-image, right? First house is about self-image. You may have put things off for a while and focused mainly on this individual, but with it being in the shadow periods, I feel like your focus is on yourself is creeping back up, and this is why this person won't be able to cope with that. Okay, because Jupiter is the planet of good luck and goodwill, and when it went in retrograde, things that we considered as positive, right, as abundant for us, for some of us it was taken away when it was in retrograde, you know, and with all these planets in retrograde, it left people feeling stuck. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune moving forward, this is my Jupiter card, I feel like things will begin to get unstuck, is what I'm getting. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Taurus as well. I feel like a Leo could be of importance to you. This person could be a Leo, but I feel this is more your energy, especially because we're going to be in Leo season. I feel like things will turn around for the best for you, is what I'm getting. Last card we have the Two of Cups. So there's definitely going to be some sort of reconciliation. So maybe yourself and a Leo individual may reconcile in the month of August. I'm looking at the line here and the line here. So maybe yourself and a Leo individual may reconcile for some of you. And for others of you, I feel like there's going to be some sort of emotional connection that you have with someone. Could be a water sign individual, or it could be someone that you meet. Someone new may come in. Some of you may meet a soulmate this month, because I feel some of you are in the you're in between. Some of you are in between friends. That Tamia album just came to mind. So some of you, if you haven't checked that album out, please go and check that out. That album is so fire. But that's what just came to mind. Some of you are in between friends, and it's the old album. It came out in 2006. And some of you are separated, but it's like, are we, aren't we? Are we going to get back together? Or aren't we not going to get back together? Some of you have separated and are dating other people. And through this dating, you may meet someone that could potentially be a soulmate, which could actually be a Leo individual for some of you. This is what I'm getting. But Sagittarius, you got a very eventful month ahead. I'm not going to lie, you know, especially with Jupiter going back, moving forward. You got, you know, I feel like the luck that you had enjoyed once will come back around again, because I feel, you know, maybe since May for some of you until now, you may have felt like nothing is working out. Why is it? Do you understand? I feel this level of frustration, and more than frustration, a level of confusion, almost like you've got your hand and looking in the sky like, I just don't get it. Why does it? Do you understand? But we have, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is saying that things are going to go back into your favor, okay, because you would have taken back your power, Strength card. And I feel like when you take back your power, yes, there's going to be some tricks for some of you, because someone wants to lure you back in. But at the same time, by standing in your power and loving yourself, it's going to make you feel better, and it's going to attract a lot of positive opportunities for you. Again, I feel that some of you will be meeting a soulmate this month, which you may meet online. And if you do, stay safe, let people know where you're going, etc. But I feel that it's going to be a soulmate connection where you feel that you can, this person, you can connect with them emotionally, is what I'm getting. With this other person, this person was too surface-based for you. That's for some of you. For others of you, you may still try and work on this connection with this old individual, but things are going to still be quite stuck, is what I'm getting. And for others of you, I feel like, you know, through you taking your power back, this person's going to be on bended knee, begging for another chance. Guys, that was your reading. I wish you guys an amazing month ahead. Take care of yourself, first and foremostly. All right? And I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace out.